Hello everyone, how are you? Today is my 8th video on coordination chemistry and we are going to start today the very important topic isomerism in coordination compound. So my dear student, what are isomers? All of us know what are isomers. Isomers are the compounds having same molecular formula but different properties are called isomers. If I have the two compounds here, the compound A and compound B, they have the same molecular formula but their properties are different. It may be physical properties or chemical properties. Then those compounds are called isomers and the phenomenon is called isomerism. So isomers means same molecular formula but different properties. Now my dear students, why do they have different properties? Let us try to understand that. Why do they have different properties? Now, so my dear students, if the different properties of the compound is due to different structures, then they are called structural isomers and the phenomenon is called structural isomerism. And if the different properties is due to spatial arrangement, different spatial arrangement of atoms or groups, then they are called stereoisomers. Means the different properties, see the different properties of the isomers due to, if it will be due to different structures. Different structures means different arrangement sequence, different sequence of chemical bond. That is, constitution is different, sequence of chemical bond is different. That is why structural isomers are also called constitutional isomers. Different structures, that is, different sequence of chemical bond. I will say covalent bond. For example, suppose compound A is a molecular formula ABCD. Molecular formula ABCD. If the compound ABCD, this is the sequence of chemical bond, and compound 2, compound 1, compound 2, compound 2 is ABDC. See here. Here with B, D is connected. The connectivity is different. Structural isomers, connectivity, that is sequence of chemical bonds are different. Here you see this connectivity, BD. Here it is BC, here it is BD. Connectivity is different. That is why structural isomers. You need to understand very nicely. Now, if the different properties is due to different spatial arrangement of atoms or groups. It may be due to different spatial arrangement of atoms or groups. Spatial arrangement means, my dear students, spatial means space. Atoms or groups in the compound in space, if it will be different, that is their orientation is different in space, then also isomerism may arise. Such type of isomerism will say, what will say? Stereo isomers, and the phenomenon is called stereoisomerism. And if due to different structure, we say this is structural isomers, and the phenomenon is called structural isomerisms. This is also called constitutional isomerism. Okay, we'll learn details about it. You'll enjoy. Yes. Okay. Now, that is what we have written first. Here, what is the definition of isomerism? Isomerism mainly will focus only in the coordination compounds. So the compounds having the same molecular formula but different physical and chemical properties on account of different structures. You see, that's now I explained. On account of different structures or spatial arrangements are called isomers, and the phenomenon is called isomerism. Is it clear? Okay. Now, see types of isomers in coordination compounds. Mainly, isomerism may be structural isomers, or stereoisomers. In coordination compounds, structural isomers may be different type. We are going to discuss about that. Ionization linkage, coordination hybrid. So my dear students, you remember in Redo how? Ionization linkage, coordination hybrid. Hybrid is also called solvent isomerism. Now, stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism in coordination compound mainly we will discuss. It is the geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. So my dear student, actually this geometrical and optical isomerism, these are actually configurational isomers. In organic chemistry, we will learn in details about it. Of stereoisomers, there are two types of stereoisomers: configurational isomers and conformational isomers. But in coordination compounds, in coordination chemistry, we will learn only about the configurational isomers, that is geometrical and optical isomers. That you will remember. Okay, now we will discuss first structural isomerism. Today mainly we will focus on structural isomers. Let us go for that. Structural isomerism, different type. Yes. So, structural isomerism means what? Just now I said, the isomers which have same molecular formula but different structures. Different structure means, already I explained. They are called structural isomers. So, what are ionization isomers? First, we will learn about the ionization isomers. Let's see the definition. Compounds which have same molecular formula but they give different ions. Very important. Different ions in solution are called ionization isomerism. Okay. So this type of isomerism is due to the exchange. How it arises? Due to the exchange of the groups between the complex ion, this inside the complex entity and outside the complex entity. This sentence, between the complex ion and the ion outside, means as a counter ion I am talking about. Have you understood? Okay, let us try to understand with the help of an example. You will understand if you will take these examples of ionization isomers. See, here these two different compounds, their molecular formula same. Here cobalt, here 5 ammonia, sulfate, bromine is there. Here also cobalt, 5 ammonia, bromine, sulfate. Those molecular formula same. So how do they differ? You just observe how do they differ. Inside the coordination sphere, here it is seen is mainly sulfate is there, and outside the coordination sphere bromine is there. Here, bromine, this time is bromine is inside and sulfate outside. Okay? Their properties different. Physical, just one taking physical properties, as I said it is. Same molecular formula, different properties, due to different structures, due to different connectivity. Okay? Here this is red, this is red violet. So my dear student, why the ionization isomers arises? Ionization isomers mainly arises due to the different ions in solution. Means when you see, when these compounds will dissolve in water, when we prepare aqueous solutions, they give different ions. You see here, this ion, here it is bromide ion. This is a complex entity, this is a simple entity. But in this case, you see here, the complex entity, just to observe, and here this is sulfate. Same molecular formula, different structures, but mainly the structural difference here it is. Why? Because of they give different ions, they yield different ions in aqueous solutions. So how will you understand? How will you understand that these two compounds give different ions in solutions? Obviously, we have to carry out some chemical test. Have you understood? As we carry out some chemical tests in salt analysis, exactly we are going to do that. Suppose, in this case, you see, how will you understand here this is bromide ion is there. If we carry out the silver nitrate test, see this, silver nitrate test. In salt analysis you have learned silver nitrate test. Can you remember? Yes. If we will carry out the silver, we will prepare a solution. Now, we will take in a test tube. If we will put the silver nitrate solution, then what we will get? This compound, which is, it was originally red color, it will give pale yellow precipitate of silver nitrate. We will see the pale yellow precipitate when we put in the silver nitrate solution. This precipitate of it is silver bromide. Pale yellow precipitate will get due to formation of silver bromide in silver nitrate solutions. Okay. Now, if we carry out here the barium chloride test, see this is barium chloride test. This salt, which is red violet in color, if we will take in a test tube, if we will put the barium chloride solutions, then you will see white precipitate. All of us will know white precipitate will form due to what? Due to formation of barium sulfate. Due to formation of barium sulfate, which gives the white precipitate with barium chloride solutions. So, that is why these are first of all structural isomers, and we say especially the ionization isomers because they yield different ions in solution which can be detected, which can be identified by special chemical tests. If you ask the questions, generally it asks in board exam, any examinations you may ask, so one pair of compound will be given to you. What is the evidence? What is the evidence that they are ionization isomers? You can write very well like this. Evidence is what? Chemical evidence you have to give. Carry out some chemical test. Here we have carried out the silver nitrate test. If suppose instead of here Br, Cl will be there, then Cl minus will get the white precipitate of silver chloride. Have you understood? Okay? Okay, my dear students. Next, we are going to learn about the linkage isomerism. So, what is the main condition of linkage isomerism? Means the two compounds to be a linkage isomers, this complex entity must have ambidentate ligand. Remember, can you remember ambidentate ligand means? Ambidentate ligands are monodentate ligands, but their connectivity means donor atoms are different. Can you remember? Yes. Okay. So, linkage isomerism arises in a coordination compound containing ambidentate ligands. Very important. Let us take an example. Suppose this is, what is the name of the complex? Pentaamine nitrite-N. See, NO2, this, we can write the structure here. This nitrogen may be donor atom, this oxygen may be donor atom. Now, nitrite-N means nitrogen is the donor. Means the coordinate bond will form through the nitrogen atom. That is nitrite-N cobalt 3 chloride. Yes. If in this case, you see, here the cobalt NH3 same, but here ONO. This is NO2 only basically, but ONO, this is nitrate to O, means this time connectivity is through oxygen. Oxygen is the donor atom. That is why we are writing nitrate to O cobalt 3 chloride. So, molecular formula same, but different structures due to different connectivity, and mainly here in this case linkage isomerism, the linkage is different. Linkage name, why this connectivity is different? Mainly due to the presence of ambidentate ligands. Yes, you see the ambidentate ligand. That is why it's called linkage isomerism. Their physical properties, you see, this is yellow, this is red, different properties. Okay. May we go ahead? Yes. My dear student, our next structural isomers is coordination isomers or coordination isomerism. What is the definition? Why do they arise? This type of isomerism arises from the interchange of ligands between cationic and anionic entities of different metal ions present in a complex. See, this is also one complex and this is also another complex. Here, which one is cation? You see, this is a cationic. Here, cationic complex. This is a sol. Complex sol. In the sol, one cation must be there, one anion must be there. But in this special case, cation also complex entity, anion also complex entity. Yes. So this is a complex entity, that is cationic entity, and this is anionic entity. Similarly here, this is cationic entity, this is anionic entity. Now, why these two compounds are isomers? First of all, because you see the connectivity. Here ammonia is linked with the cobalt, but here ammonia is connected with chromium. Have you seen the difference? Here cyanide is connected with chromium, here cyanide is connected with cobalt. Means exchanging of ligand taking place. That is why interchange of ligands. In this case, ammonia was with cobalt, but here this ammonia is with chromium. Exchanging of ligand taking place. Exchanges. When we exchange the ligands, we are getting the different isomers. Okay, and this is called coordination isomers because within the coordination sphere, the exchanging of ligand taking place. That is why it is called coordination isomers. Is it clear? Okay. So, my dear students, so here is a hydrate or solvent isomerism, another structural isomers. Why do the hydrate or solvent isomerism arises? So we know the name you see, the hydrate is water, solvent, water is a good solvent, so this is hydrate or solvent isomerism. But this type of structural isomerism arises when different number, main focus point, different number of water molecules. Different number of water molecules are present inside the coordination sphere, that is as a ligand, and outside the coordination sphere as a free solvent, or you can say as a water of crystallization. Okay, that is in the crystal. So, if we see the example, nicely you will understand. Here you see. Here 6 water molecule, everywhere 6 molecular formula saying here 6 water molecule, 5 plus 1 6. Here water molecule will see here this is 4, here 2 6. Here chlorine will see 3 chlorine, here Cl2, here 1 3, total 3. Here 1 Cl, here Cl2, 3 chlorine. So same molecular formula. We have taken the 3 compounds, 3 different compounds. They have the same molecular formula, but their connectivity is different. Linkage is different. That is why they have different properties. You see, this compound is violet, this is grey green, this is dark green. Now, what is the main reason that these compounds show structural isomers? Main reason, due to different number of water molecules, you see in each case. Here, the water molecules, 6 water molecules are there, and they are acting as a ligand. Means all these 6 water molecules directly connected with the chromium with coordinate bond. But here, only 5 water molecules are connected with chromium, and another water molecule is outside the coordination sphere, and this is a saying this is free solvent, or you can say water of crystallization. Here you see 4 water molecules acting as a ligand connecting with the chromium with coordinate bond, and 2 water molecules are outside as a free solvent or water of crystallization. That is why, my dear students, they are behaving as a isomers. That is structural isomers. Okay, same molecular formula, different structures. That is why they are structural isomers, and this is called hydrate or solvate because of different number of water molecules present as a ligand or as a water of crystallization. Have you understood, my dear students? Okay. So today we'll stop it here. You please see my next video. Watch my next video. It is very important. Very important. Don't forget to see. We'll continue with isomerism only. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.